What's up, guys? Trainer Zabaza here. No, I can't pull that off in a million years. I've got my own intro, I'll stick to it. What's going on, YouTube? You're chilling with Trainer Zabaza. And today, I have got a guest narration for you from my good friend JohnOrigins channel. So, hello, John subscribers. I'm Trainer Zabaza. You may hear something in the background, maybe. I mean, I have no idea, because my roommate does have company over, and there's nothing I could do about that, so yeah, let's just get into the team preview. Now, looking at John's team, it's pretty damn offensive. You've got the Darkrai with the Dark Void, obviously, but John added his own touch, and I'm not 100% positive if this is an Uber's common thing, but it's definitely interesting. He's running a Choice Scarf Curum because, quite frankly, that's one of the best sets for it, especially considering it does not need specs. It can run it for even more power, but it just doesn't need it. A somewhat specially defensive Latias, which is kind of mixed, not mixed defenses, but mixed spread. He's got the Arceus Ghost with, obviously, the Spooky Plate. I'm guessing to take care of other Arceuses that think that they can try an Extreme Speed kill. He's got the Excadrill, which is his spinner, offensive spinner actually. There's not really any defensive Pokemon on his team. And finally, he's got the Groudon, which could have been defensive, but nope, this thing is offensive too. I mean, he's got a really hyper-offensive team. Now, looking at his opponent's team, possible threats, I'm going to have to say definitely Mewtwo for obvious reasons, considering it can Mega Evolve, especially in Ubers, becoming the highest special attack stat Pokemon in the game. An Arceus, because, well, Arceus. Do I really need to say any more? And something that I noticed in particular, Shaman Sky, which has massive special attack, and with the constant fear of Seed Flare reducing special defenses, it's very, very difficult to wall or even check for that matter. But enough with my rambling, let's get to the battle, shall we? So I don't know who John's opponent is today, but he did tell me to make sure I gave a special shout out to Mystical, who recorded the battle, but I had to re-record it because there was something wrong with the transfer. Anyway, his opponent starts off with Deoxys, John starts off with Darkrai, and his opponent makes an epic first turn prediction, goes for the Mirror Coat, forcing Darkrai to put itself to sleep with its own Dark Void, which is really, really awesome. I thought that was like the most epic thing ever. First turn off the bat, we are out of the starting gates. And his opponent just takes this opportunity to set up spikes. And predicting the wake, he's going to go for the Magic Coat. And I don't know if John was going to go for the Dark Void predicting this. But now he shows that, especially after that Magic Coat, that he's not taking any risks. He's just going to go for Dark Pulse, trying to destroy this Deoxys. And there's really nothing that his opponent can do about it, especially since John got a crit. And you know what? John is like the luckiest guy ever when it comes to Pokemon, or at least when it comes to his battling his friends. Or I don't know, but he's just got massive luck. Anyways, his opponent brings in Shaman, as here he shows that he has the Thunder Wave. Again, I don't know if this is a standard Uber set, but I really like this because if you can't put a Pokemon to sleep, you can just paralyze it, or just render something on your opponent's team useless, so I thought that was really cool. But his Darkrai is going to get taken out by the Shaman Seed Flares, and that's it for that. He goes into his Excadrill, and he's baiting the Giratina by like pretending he was going to try and Rapid Spin. So he forces his opponent to go into the Giratina, you know, to stop the Rapid Spin. However, he doubles into his Kyurem White, who's going to be able to get off a nice Draco Meteor on anything that dared to stay in, or just take out the Giratina so he could Rapid Spin later. So his opponent's going to decide to sack off his Shaman Sky. Good play on his part, considering I don't think I saw a Cleric on his team. He just goes into Mewtwo, and I'm not sure what John can switch into on this thing safely, because it's going to Mega Evolve and it is going to wreck house. He goes into his Excadrill, which I guess he's given up on spinning, or he thought that this was probably the best thing to to spin away the hazards on his team. And his opponent just takes the opportunity to go for a Calm Mind, knowing that he was going to switch, and knocks it out with a Fire Blast. So down goes Excadrill, and John is in a pretty bad spot here, because now he's dealing with a +1 Mega Mewtwo. So he goes into his Arceus. I guess, I'm not sure what his opponent, I'm thinking his opponent either didn't know what kind of Arceus it was, or he just didn't have a move that would one-shot it, so he's going to go for the Calm Mind, predicting it to be special, but no, he's the physical set, he gets the Shadow Claw, knocks him out, and in comes the Fortress. Now, thinking that he can't really do anything to this Fortress, he's going to switch into his Kyurem White, and I'm actually, you know, looking back at the recording, I'm thinking that John thought that this was the perfect, or really last opportunity to bring in this Kyurem White, considering his opponent was about to set up rocks, and he would have otherwise been unable to switch in really much at all, especially with rocks taking out a chunk of his HP. He goes for the Draco, does a decent chunk to Fortress, but the Fortress has the normal gem boosted explosion and knocks out Curum. Holy crap, Fortress, you massive beast. So John's going to switch into his Groudon as his opponent switches into Arceus, and I've actually never seen this colored Arceus before. So I think it's safe to assume that it is the Arceus with the Pixie Plate. As he goes for Judgment, that rules out pretty much water, ice, and grass. And John's just going to go for the Earthquake, thinking he's not going to give this Arceus a chance to get up any kind of HP. Because his opponent tries to recover off the damage, and John's like, nope, I'm putting a dent in you, that's that. So now John's going to go into his Latias, and his opponent's going to go for Judgment. It does a really good amount, super effective against it. As John goes for Dragon Pulse, I guess it wasn't Pixie Plate, it's neutral, but it's still super effective against Latias, but it's not super effective against Groudon. So that's maybe Bug? That would make sense. Anyway, so his opponent switches into Giratina, and John just is going to keep firing off these Dragon Pulses. And this doesn't seem like a good matchup. It really doesn't. But John just goes for the Dragon Pulse. It's going to do a decent amount. It's like a 3-hit KO, but it looks like his opponent's going to be able to stall with Rest and Sleep Talk. So it's not looking good for John. However, on this next turn, Latias is going to go for the Dragon Pulse. It's going to do a decent amount, and you know, it looks like min max damage. It might actually knock it out. It just might. I'm not sure though. But he does get his opponent does Sleep Talk into the Will-O-Wisp, which means John is in a really bad spot. He isn't on a timer. Sure, he can roost off the damage, but he just decides to go for the Dragon Pulse, get the battle over with, and knocks him out with a critical hit. So wow, GG guys. Seriously, John, that was like I don't know how you did it, but that was one hell of a comeback. You've got to be one of the luckiest players I've ever known. Since this is a guest narration, I'm gonna do this recording the way I usually would on my channel, so let's do a talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, what do you think of guest narrations overall? Do you guys think that it's a good opportunity to help out other YouTubers, to help other people grow? Or do you think it's just a hassle to try and listen to someone else's recording when you came here for the original subscriber? Quite frankly, I think that it's a good thing. You know, collaborations, guest narrations, they're all good to help other channels grow, and I don't really see a downside to them. I mean, sure, it's annoying for the viewers because it's like, okay, I came here for a certain person, then I have to keep watching all these other people, and one or two bad experiences might soil the whole concept for you. So it's not always a good thing, but just something to keep in mind. The only way people grow is by giving them feedback. So whenever you find a video that you don't particularly like, or you can't even finish because you just find so many problems, be sure to leave it in a comment, and don't like yell angrily, oh, this is so bad, you need to do this, this, this. Just be like, hey man, this was really hard for me to watch, I think it would really help if you did this, 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 just some suggestions. You know, be polite about it, be courteous. But that's it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see some of you that decide to come visit my channel. So that's it for now, and hopefully I will see you next time.